We are live. All right, sweet. All right, we are back once again for. Are we going to officially be titling this the junk drawer? Is this where this is going? What are we going to be titling this, Deegy?
Yeah, that's where this is going, man. That's where it's going.
Yep. So, welcome to another episode of the Junk Drawer, where we bullshit, we talk about all the junk in the world, and then when we're done, we put it in the drawer for later usage, or if we just forget about it. Again, I am Mastigos13, and this is the Bearded Nomad. Sorry about missing everybody on Sunday. Had a lot of BS, and I had some sinus infections, some other shit. Like it's just been bad. So where do you want to start off on tonight's discussion, Deke?
So my sister's sitting next to me. So we've been sitting here chilling at this Stellanova resort for the opening of it. There's like YouTubers, like travel agent people, like all these people all over the place.
You're cutting in and out, Deke. Freezing up and shit. Oh, you just went non-visible. I don't know where Deke went. He'll be, I assume, right back. What up, Corgi? Thank you for tuning in once again. There you are. I kind of lost you.
Who's watching what? Who's watching what?
And your laptop is hating this right now. There he is. Okay, my moderator, Aaron, is saying that it is showing a black screen again on Twitch. Why the fuck is it doing this again? Game capture locked. Browser's the only thing up. What in the deuce? Aaron, is it showing just black screen for me, or is it showing black screen in total? And also, I got the headset on. Is that helping with that double, that reverberation? There you go.
How's that? Is that better?
That is, it's definitely a little bit more crisp and not as laggy.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely the connection at this hotel. So hold on.
Yeah. Did you go on your phone?
Yeah. I moved it to my phone.
Okay. Then, Aaron, if you're getting a black screen on your mobile, maybe it's something in your settings. If it's coming through on the PC, I would assume that it's something either on your settings or maybe you need to update. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, Deke, I can hear you a lot better this way. Though you're going back to freezing again. There it is. All right, I think we're good now.
All right, yeah, that should be good.
Yep. So, everyone. For those that are just tuning in, again, apologies for not being on Sunday. I had some stuff going on that wasn't on Nomad. That was on me. Where do you want to touch base on today, Deke? Nomad's having some connective issues.
I think we're good. So yeah, what I was gonna say was, I'm sitting here at this new resort. My sister and my kid came down for the opening of the new resort, and it was crazy the first day, right? Like there were so many people here for the opening of the new resort the first day that we checked in, and then they all disappeared.
No shit.
Like they stayed for a day, maybe 2 days. Didn't even go to the park, nothing. Like, this is our third day here, and it went from I couldn't find a parking space when we got here to the parking lot's empty.
That's gnarly.
It was weird. It was super weird, and it's a nice resort, man. Like, this place is real nice. Like, it's all like space themed and stuff. Like, you can see my background.
Yeah.
It's space. Like, everything's like space themed, and it's like they've got.
It's been a while since I've seen her.
Corp says hello, Kimberly.
What's up, dude?
What up?
What's up, dude? But yeah, so like it's all space themed, and they've got like ridiculous lights, and it's all like purple and blue and neon, and like it's gorgeous. But there are some small issues, right? Like the resort that we're used to going to, parking is like $18, $19 a night, right? This is $30 fucking dollars.
Holy shit, dude!
A night to park your vehicle. Like,
is it just because it's opening?
No,
that's permanent.
Nope, that's their price. And then so like where we usually stay, dockside, they've got this suite. So it basically gives you a whole other bedroom with a queen size bed in it, all to yourself. And that's what I usually get, because I'm usually there with either my sister or my kid, or me and my kid. I give my kid, her space out there. She can have the living room with everything. I stay back in my space. That way I can work if I need to. I'm by myself.
Absolutely.
They didn't even have any suite options when I tried to book here. Like, I called and was like, hey, can I get a suite? She's like, oh, they're not available. I'm like, that's not answering my question. Like, do you guys have suites at all? Nobody can tell me. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And then so the other new hotel, I guess you would call it the sister hotel to this. So this is Stella Nova.
Uh-huh.
The one opening in March is Terra Luna, right? And this is supposed to be like the light theme, and that's supposed to be like the lunar theme, right? So, and that's all well and good, but I booked 2 days there too for the opening, and I tried to get a suite, and there were no suites. And when I say like no suites, like it's not just that there wasn't any availability, like there weren't any listed ever. So to me, that's a huge drawback. Like, I'm not going to come here if I'm not going to get a suite.
Right.
It's because that's all we get at Dockside.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like withdrawing away from, if you have a bigger family or whatever, the more space. Yeah. Or in your case, you want to give your kid their own space and not have to be bunked up with you.
Exactly.
That's
now I'm really hoping that it's just not available. Like, they just haven't opened them up. That's what I'm really hoping right now. Mm-hmm. That would make way more sense. But we tried you know, we tried some of the food and stuff. Like they've got this Stella Nova burger that's got whatever they call cosmic sauce, and it was delicious, bro. Like I've had 2 of them so far. It was delicious. And then Kimberly yesterday, she got the Stella Nova pickled chicken burger that has the cosmic sauce on it, and we tore that shit up.
Yeah.
We tore that shit up. It was delicious. So like the food's not an issue.
Uh-huh.
The space isn't an issue. Like in a minute, I'll probably like pick up this because I'm on my phone. I'll pick this shit up and walk around so you can see this shit.
Uh-huh.
Like the atmosphere is not an issue. The atmosphere is nice as shit. I don't know like what it like. People just only wanted to stay for the opening night, I guess, and then just bail.
Well, in the cases of like other YouTubers and people doing like stuff like that, maybe they only wanted to do a showcase of the opening day or whatever.
Yeah.
That I understand. But there's also a lot of people that love to get down on that stuff for, you know, because generally, in my experience, there's usually deals and whatnot for opening, trying to bring people in and everything else. And it's kind of disconcerting that not a lot of people wanted to stay for like more than a night.
Yeah. When I say now maybe for their sake, not for my sake, because I like when it's empty, but maybe for their sake, it'll blow up this weekend, and there will be more people, you know, dropping in on Friday, you know, through Sunday. But when I tell you empty, man, we looked out at that parking lot this morning and it was empty. Like my truck was surrounded in the back. Now my truck is all the way in the back, lonely, by itself, nothing else around, looking like it's got the plague or something and nobody wants to be there, which is fine with me. Don't come near my fucking truck. It's fine.
Right.
But yeah, it was wild, man. It was wild.
So give us a rundown. What's pricing like? Is it exuberant? Is it
so they consider this a value hotel, which compared to some of the others it definitely is. So the price that I paid, because I'm a Florida resident, it was like $128 a night.
Ain't bad.
For everybody else it was like $224.
Is that all inclusive?
No,
that's not. That's just the room.
No, that's just to stay in a room, though.
Damn.
That's most of these hotels down here, though. Like the Disney hotels start at like $150 a night.
Okay.
For like the low quality, for like the lowest room, and then, but I don't know. It's the landscape's changed, man. So when I first started coming to Universal about 14 or 15 years ago, it was different. So a buddy of mine used to just jump in the car, jump in the vehicle when we were in North Carolina, and we would drive 9 hours down here, walk into Cabana Bay, get a room for $79, and be there all weekend. You know, for a 4-day weekend, it was great. You can't get Cabana Bay rooms for $79 anymore. Cabana Bay rooms start usually at like $150.
So do you think that's more with the current state of the economic structure of our country and the inflation and everything?
So part of it is that. Part of it is Harry Potter. So after Harry Potter got huge and they opened the Harry Potter themed area and it got real crowded, you know, obviously there's more people here, so the prices went up.
Yeah.
But there are certain times though, usually like in late August, through like early September, I can get dockside for like $89 a night.
Okay.
For my Florida resident. Well, Florida resident or my annual pass, either one that I use, I can usually get it for about $89 a night some nights. That's usually like Sunday through Thursday. Then Friday, Saturday, it usually goes back up to, you know, like 120 or something. Like I just booked dockside for April, I think it is, because I have a Disney race, and it was $115 a night. So I mean, not horrible. Definitely not compared to Disney, because I booked rooms at the lowest Disney place too, because I've got my Disney race going on and I like to leave from Disney, and that mess was like $165 a night. And those rooms are nowhere near as nice as these rooms are.
Well, shout out to Zoe Martin. Thanks for tuning in. What's up? So what you're saying is when I want to bring Trent down, just plan it out with you and let you get the room so we get the better deal. Gotcha.
That's what I have my sister do. That's what I have everybody do, because I come enough as it is, right? Like I'm down in this, dude. I'm in this motherfucker all the time.
Yeah.
So you're better off just having me get the room, and I just check everybody in, and we get the pass holder rate or the Florida resident rate, and just move along.
All right, sweet. So we know how to plan that, because definitely that's going to be in the works, especially with me getting back to work on this at this good job with that railroad money coming in and income taxes and whatnot. I definitely want to do something with the kid this because with what I went through this summer, my kid didn't really get to have much of a summer. He had to step up and help dad.
Right.
So I definitely want to do something nice and big for him this summer. So
yeah, we can definitely do it, because that's what I told that's what I tell Kimberly all the time, because she's really the only person that comes down here with me anymore. Like, my kid comes all the time, obviously, because I'm like, hey, let's go to Universal, and she comes, right?
Yeah.
Nobody else really comes down here except Kimberly, and she's always like, oh, well, I don't have the money, And I'm like, look, I'm already getting a room.
So,
come on.
Yeah, come on out. Let's do this.
But yeah, like I'm already getting a room, so you might as well bring your ass out.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell her all the time. And then it's real annoying to me, because that's one of the biggest complaints when I'm dating somebody, is they get irritated as crap that I'm down here all the time.
Hold on one sec. My bulldog is yelling at me.
Yeah.
You need to go outside. Bree, can you help a brother out? Oh, I guess she's busy. Give me one sec, because the last thing we need. Oh, wait, no.
She's right behind you.
Yep. Can you take him out, please? Thank you.
What's up, buddy?
My friend Bree, everybody. So Terra Nova, you said it's pretty decent, but definitely.
Yeah, I like it. Hold on. Let me walk around and show you this shit, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh shit.
So hey, while you're walking around, what's up with the outfit? What you got going on?
Oh, so this is my hold on. Let me put this back on. So this is my Mardi Gras outfit.
Right on.
I'm wearing all my Universal stuff. See?
There you go. Grinch,
Mardi Gras. Every time I come to Universal, like me and Kiddo and Kimberly have so much just attire that we've collected over the last, however many years, that I just wear it every time we come down here. We all have matching stuff and everything, so.
Let me answer this chat real quick. Zoe, you'll see in the chat, Aaron Morris, he's my moderator. Message him and give him any details and whatnot, and I'll be in touch with you after the stream and we can talk.
Yeah. So they got a big ass bar.
Nice.
Nice as shit.
They have any signature cocktails?
I don't know yet. I haven't been up there.
Okay.
I've been doing my weight loss thing still, and getting ready for this Disney race. So I haven't really been drinking that much. And I told Kimberly we're either going to drink tonight or Friday night, one of the two. But I told her I was only drinking one night. So
yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty sweet. Like the chairs are all themed.
Oh yeah.
They've all got like little Stardust stuff on there. There's like a little market for you to get your food and whatnot.
Cool.
And it's all themed out. And then the same thing with over here. They've got a little food order in place. And then you pick up your food.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've got freestyle. so you can get your unlimited drinks on, which is pretty nice because Kiddo and I go through some drinks. And then
I know,
I'm gonna try to get a peek. I'm gonna try to get a peek at the pool if it's not raining.
You're dealing with rain, and we have another round of snow going right now.
Oh, you guys can keep that. My North Carolina house has like 7 inches right now, and I'm not looking forward to going back. But yeah, so it's got there's a nice pool area with a pool bar out there.
Nice.
And they've got a hot tub over there too. So I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's a decent resort hotel. But it's definitely one of the value hotels. Like, it's not, one of the nicer ones that, Kimberly and I try to stay at. Like, I think they call them signature hotels now, but they're like $400 a night. But you get like express passes, which is the universal, like, fast pass.
Which you get to go into the entire park, right?
Well, so you still have to buy a park ticket, but what the express passes do is you don't have to wait in the line.
Okay.
Like you go to your own separate line. So
sweet.
you get those for staying at the bigger hotels, like the more expensive hotels, which is what we do sometimes. Like, if we come down here for like a week, we'll go to one of those hotels first, get the express passes for 2 days, and then move to one of the lower end hotels, because we've went and ran through all the rides, right, with the express passes. So now we're just hanging out in the park, riding what we want to, and just, relaxing and being lazy.
Yep, for sure. Right on.
It's definitely a good time. I suggest everybody plans it out though, and does some research, because we've seen some people. We literally just saw somebody today who walked in off the street with her whole family, was standing here at the reservation desk and just flipping out on this lady because they didn't have joining rooms available for her. And her whole 12-person clan that she had with her.
Okay.
So like, I definitely suggest, like, people, you either, if you don't have somebody that's been here a ridiculous amount of times, you do some research. If you do have somebody that's been here and comes here all the time, like, talk to me, let me know what your plan is, and plan to come down.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Anytime I go on any type of trip or whatever, I try to be as thrifty as possible with that stuff, and so if I have somebody who has an in or anything like that.
Thank you. Just Coke Zero or Root Beer Zero, whatever's zero and isn't going to give me a sugar attack. I'm trying to watch my fatness.
And I always try to go to places that I have inns at. Like this past before everything went down this summer, I have a buddy of mine who has a permanent site up at Mosquito Lake, and if you have somebody at Mosquito Lake with a permanent site, if they refer you, you get like a 25% discount and stuff. So, yeah, no, that definitely looks dope, and we are definitely going to do something as far as either this summer or even near the end of summer going into fall, whatever, but something will be going down as far as, like I said, I definitely want to take the kids somewhere this summer since I wasn't able to do anything.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back several times. Like, I'm going to, we've got a trip planned for March, and then I've got another trip planned.
You said April?
Yeah, well, March, April is the same trip.
Okay.
So we've got a trip planned for then, and then we've got another trip planned September-ish, I think.
Okay.
And then I think we're going to try to plan something else, because I was going to go to the new park, Epic Universe, when it opens in May, but it's sold out the first 3 weeks, so I couldn't go till June, and we haven't decided if we're going in June yet or not, or if we're just going to wait.
Okay. Yeah, no, as soon as I get my financials come in and I get everything situated that I need to, and I know what I'm working with, then we can plan out further. So so now that we've covered your where you're at and what you're doing right now, I mean, I wish I was that cool, but obviously I'm sitting here at home in my living room.
You just gotta budget and plan, man. That's all it is. Budget and
Oh yeah,
plan.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm getting better at that, especially since I don't have a significant other who doesn't work and isn't draining every ounce of my being out of me.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to talk bad about her, because she made me a better person through the years we were with, and a lot of life lessons learned. Because I'm not that guy. I'm not going to sit here and try to badmouth somebody, just because we didn't work out. That's not.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's get on to some serious topics here. I know we already talked about one, and I really want to touch on this while it's fresh in my mind.
What you got?
So let's go with the major trending right now with Mr. Elon Musk. We kind of touched base on this, and we don't want to get too in depth because we're not trying to get all political and whatnot. But I really want to touch base on this because being somebody who has ADHD and falls on the spectrum themselves, and Deke, you've known me for a long time. How many times can you count where I've been very socially awkward or said things that were, Elon point in case. Elon, everybody's sitting here wanting to come at Elon saying that he threw up the Nazi hail, right? Now, I've gone back and watched this video numerous times. Okay, just so I know I wasn't talking out of my ass, and I watched it from a different angles, from a different coverage points. Look, one, dude literally had his hand over his heart like this, and when he threw it out, it was out to the side like this. His hand was cocked up. Chaos, how's it going, hon? And his hand is cocked up like this. Okay, I have a bunch of pictures I posted on. Now, if you go back to the 1940s and whatnot, and you look at the videos and stuff of Hitler, and look, I'm going to throw this up here just as making a point. I am no Nazi. I do not support any type of fascism or racism or anti-Semitic.
Don't do it. Don't do it. They're going to cancel you. Don't do it.
Whatever. The Sieg Heil is here to here. Straightforward, eyes at attention, and up at an upward angle. That is not what Elon did. Okay, second off, dude has been cited numerous times for being very socially awkward, weird, and and his behavior it's not the first time his behavior has gotten him into some hot water. And look, I may not be as bad as some folks, but I do know some people, and Elon is documented as being way farther on the spectrum, which generally most people with a higher level IQ like that are on the spectrum at some level. They are notoriously known for not having the same social, mannerisms and everything else that everybody else does.
Right.
Dude literally said, I throw my heart out to all of y'all. Thank you. And even after this shit started flying, dude came out and said, look, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm sorry that y'all are taking it that way, but I was just trying to convey my feelings to people. And now, right now, I mean, I've seen it on Reddit. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Insta. Every social media platform. Now everybody's, again, trying to cancel Twitter, just like they did when Elon changed the name to X.
Right.
Bro, y'all need to stop reading into this bullshit like that and quit buying into this. Like, it's so dumb that people want to instantly go to the worst possible case scenario and go, he's a Nazi or he's a racist. Bro, dude employs people of all races, all creeds, all religions. Ain't no way he's a freaking Nazi. Any true Nazi would have blonde-haired, blue-eyed, fucking, Aryan people, and that's it. So, I mean, there's a level of common sense here. So, I said my piece on that, and that's all the farther we're going to go on that.
So, what I was gonna say is I agree. I'm not that dude, so I don't know him. I don't know what he's trying to convey. I can't say whether he is or he isn't, because I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know that dude. But from what I saw, that was not in the context of you're a Nazi, whatever.
Yeah.
I listened to the whole clip. He was talking about, from his heart, and then he made the gesture. As soon as he made the gesture, I was like, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
And I knew that it was, I knew that it was coming. Like, I watched the whole thing. I knew that that's where we were going to go with it as soon as it happens. And my opinion of it is kind of the same as yours. I don't give it as much of a shit about it. But my kid is on the spectrum and does some stupid, awkward, antisocial nonsense sometimes.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. The problem is that he is at that level now,
yeah,
right?
A celebrity. He's up.
He's
public eye.
yeah. So he's at that level now, to where he doesn't have a team that's like, oh hey, you better watch this. Like, he's his own team at this point. I'm sure he has a team. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But with his mentality, he's his own team. Nobody's telling him don't do this, don't talk about this, don't look. Nobody's telling him that shit at all. He's the richest person in the world.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling this dude shit, right? So while he's standing up there, nobody's like in his ear talking about, hey, watch that gesture, turn about. Like, nobody's doing that to him.
Right.
So, not that he would listen to him anyway. But I really don't think that was a prepared speech by a whole bunch of people that went through it, made sure what he was saying, and that he absolutely knew that when he did the little gesture, that it was, I got to let my Nazi buddies know I said what's up.
Yeah,
because and here's my other part of it. How many Nazis are even millionaires, let alone in the $1 billion club?
Dude, racism doesn't pay. Anti-Semitism does not pay, bro.
It doesn't.
And
it doesn't. You'll be canceled so fast.
Yeah, and what kills me is nobody wants to take into account the amount of money and humanitarian effort that dude puts out every year. All the good that he tries to do. I'm not saying he's the most perfect man. I'm not saying that at all. But dude, there are a lot more billionaires out there that don't give two fucks about anybody else. But this dude legitimately tries to put forth an effort. And we as a society have gotten to the point that we see something, we get triggered so easily that we forget about all the other good things that this person has done, and we only want to focus in on this one little bad thing that the dude did, and he wasn't even doing it with intent. Like, he's sitting there, and after he does it, everybody's cheering, and you can see him doing this and acting a fool, and I'm like, and you really think that this dude's a Nazi? Like, the dude is like the goofiest nerd guy on planet Earth. Like,
like, now don't get me wrong. He does a lot of stuff that bothers me. He does a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. Like, I'm not like an Elon fan, but I'm not gonna
crucify
come after the dude for doing so. Yeah, like, that's not.
It's so dumb, dude. I just
sense.
can't anymore with the political state of the United States. It's most of the time why I just sit back and I stay in my middle ground and go, look, I'm not pro politics. I'm pro intelligence, bro. Like, when people do stupid shit, I call them out on their stupid shit. When you do good shit, I'm gonna praise you for that good stuff, yo. Listen, Bulldog, me and you are gonna fight if you're gonna keep this bullshit up. Then come here. You wanna come say hi to the peoples? Come here. Come on. Come here. The Bulldog's gotta make his appearance. Everyone, Sully Bear, say hi. The cuteness overload. You see everyone? Yes, I know. I love you. You're such a good boy.
He just wasn't getting any attention.
That's exactly it too. Dad's doing something else and not loving him.
So what point does Bree start yelling because she's not getting attention?
I'll let you take that up with her. But all right. So moving right along here.
I caught myself. I almost said barking.
So, all right, where do we want to go from here? We touched on that.
I mean, so what are we thinking about this whole Switch 2 situation that just got launched? I know that we said that we were gonna not do everything gaming because we do a lot more in life than that. But I have to bring up the fact that I'm seriously disappointed right now in the launch news because I knew the rumor was that they were coming out with a system like the original Switch, and I was okay with that because I don't think that Nintendo needs to be
on the same level as
Sony and Microsoft, right?
Yep.
I don't think that they need to be that. But, and I know what they say, everything before you say the but, doesn't matter. Like, I get it, but I have to put this caveat in there of you guys seriously didn't do anything to this new system. Like, yeah, it's bigger. Yeah, it's got, a little bit more power. Okay, a little bit more.
They did fix the Joy-Cons. They did fix the...
Okay, maybe you fixed the Joy-Cons, but...
Other than that, it's just a bigger Switch. It looks exactly the same. And my big thing is that the screen is a base level LCD screen. It's not even a high def screen, bro. Like, how are you just gonna make the screen bigger and put out essentially the same fucking system?
So I pick it up because I'm on my phone right now and I can't share the phone screen. Can you look up? I think it's out there. I think I saw it. Can you look up the specs on the Switch 2 versus the Steam Deck and put it in the screen share for video? Because I want you to look at this because I'm pretty sure when I looked at somebody had posted the specs, and when I looked at it, I was just dumbfounded at the fact that some of these portable gaming rigs like the Steam Deck and the Legion Go have better specs than the new Switch does. It doesn't make any sense to me.
All right. So here's the Switch 2. Bringing up everything on it right now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're out with a new version that fixed the Joy-Cons and has a bigger screen. Like I'm about it. Has a bigger screen. Like I just think that it's wrong. I just think that it's not enough. It's not enough. It's definitely not enough. I think that it's definitely not enough. I think that
Hold on, I'm searching for it right now. Okay, full specs for the Switch 2. CPU, ARM Cortex A7 8C, 8 cores, unknown L1, L2, L3 cache sizes. GPU is an NVIDIA T239 Ampere. 1 graphics processing cluster, 12 streaming multiprocessors, 1534 CUDA cores, 6 texture processing clusters, 48 Gen 3 Tensor cores, 2 RTX ray tracing cores, and 12 gig RAM.
Do they have a comparison to?
I'm gonna bring that up next. I didn't see it side by side. When it's in handheld mode, the CPU is 998.4 megahertz, GPU 561 megahertz or 1.72 teraflops. Memory frequency is 4,266 megahertz. Memory bandwidth is 68.256 gigabytes. When it's in dock mode, the CPU jumps to 1100.8, GPU to 1007.25, memory frequency up to 6400, and memory bandwidth up to 102.4. So definitely running it in handheld mode versus dock mode. Dock mode wins. You're getting
right. So when it's in the dock, it might be able to handle some current generation games. Is what I'm hearing.
Yep. Here's the actual the side by side from the Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2. So the CUDA cores 1536 compared to the original Switch of 256. Bus width to 128-bit compared to 64. Memory 12 gigs to 4. Memory type LPDDR5X compared to DDR4. SM count 12 versus 2, bandwidth 120 versus 25, and the dimensions, and this is probably the big point that they were trying to make here with the 206 millimeter by 115 millimeter by 14 versus the 173 by 102 by 13.9. So one, it's just 0.1 millimeters thicker. You're talking, what is that, 13 millimeters in width longer, and what is that, 25, 26, 27, 33 millimeters bigger on the length. So the screen's actually even not that much bigger comparatively. So now,
well, I guess we'll need to wait and see some test runs of it, because from what I'm thinking is, from a portability standpoint, it sounds like it's just a little bit more than the Switch. But when it's in the dock, it might be competing with something a little bit when it's in the dock, maybe.
Okay, so I have the Steam Deck stats up right now. Processor AMD APU, RAM 16 gigs. So right out the gate, your Steam Deck's got 4 gigabytes more of the DDR5. Storage is 64 gigabytes. So I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, but you can expand the storage. So that's
yeah. I mean, you're looking at PC tech versus console tech, so you can always upgrade the storage.
Right.
The display 1280 by 800, 16 to 10 aspect ratio. Connectivity Wi-Fi 5. Power supply and whatnot. Hold on, let me see if it'll pop up compared to Nintendo Switch. All right.
Trying to look for side by side.
Yeah, and I think I just found one. Comparison between Steam Deck and Nintendo Switch 2 specs.
Hold on. All right. So go to that, but also you're not sharing whatever screen you're on. I still see the Nintendo Switch 2 full specs search on the video.
All right, hold on.
Yep, you're good. Now I see your big ass head.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I came up with on the base cursory search. So screen resolution, Steam Deck has an 800p touchscreen, while the Switch 2 has a 720p display. So right out the gate, screen and resolution, Steam Deck wins. Operating system, Steam Deck runs on custom Linux OS, while Switch runs on a custom Android OS. I'll take Linux over Android any day of the fucking week. Android is hot garbage most of the time.
Well, I mean, Android is Linux, so yeah.
A custom Linux versus a corporate version of Android. The custom Linux, you know, I'd take that, because that also leaves it open for you to customize it as well. Storage, Steam Deck has more storage options, up to 32 gigabytes, while the Switch 2 has less storage. That doesn't make sense. It says more storage options, up to 32 gigs, while the Switch 2 has less storage, up to 32 gigs. So I think they meant under 32 gigs there. I think that's just a typo. Okay. You leaving? All right. Message me, let me know.
All right, see you later, bye.
Deke says bye. Yeah. She says bye. All right, size and weight. Steam Deck is larger and heavier than the Switch 2. So there is no actual data on that, but I already read off the different stats, which I'm pretty sure it is substantial.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Internal components, Steam Deck has a custom ARM processor, while the Switch 2 has a custom Intel CPU and GPU. So, quite honestly, as far as the processor goes, I that's more of a to me a personal thing. I mean,
Well,
ARM.
yeah, but I think that Nintendo needs to have a lab somewhere that didn't have any leaks that they're working on something else.
Yep, for sure. Controls. Steam Deck has custom controls, while the Switch uses base Joy-Cons. Customization usually wins in those comparisons. When I can custom things to how I want them versus, and that's the me being a console guy. That's why I chose PlayStation over Xbox. The PlayStation controller fits better in my hands, whatnot. So anytime you can give a customer that customization and making it more comfortable for them, that's usually going to win out. Both have.
When you got tiny hands, you got to have a tiny controller. I understand. Yeah.
Well, I don't have tiny hands. It just feels more comfortable in mine. It's thumb placement. The where the joysticks are for the PlayStation versus the one up and one down for the Xbox. The multiplayer, both have local and online multiplayer. Steam Deck has a longer battery life, so right now everything is looking like the Steam Deck is still your win. A couple little other tidbits down here. Here we will explore the Steam Deck boasts superior specifications compared to the Switch 2. And the 1280 by 800 versus the 1280 by 7.2 screen on the Switch. So everything is showing that the Steam Deck is a much better way to go. Not to mention
this.
In my opinion, God.
This being live on my phone situation is weird because every time a notification comes in, it's like hanging on my screen, and then I'm having to like swipe off of it, and every time I swipe off of it, it like zooms really hard into my face.
Right on.
But yeah, I don't know.
Small hands, Chaos. Is that right?
Chaos has small hands. Damn, bro. Me too. It's all right though. You can still give the hand necklaces just fine. It's okay.
Right. So, my personal opinion, I mean, I like the Switch and I like the Nintendo as far as, if you got people who have Switches, like we were talking at some point and doing like Mario Party gaming and whatnot. I mean, you're gonna have those iconic Nintendo only titles that you're not gonna be able to get everywhere else. And
they've got the game support for sure. I was just really hoping that we were gonna get like a beefed up like
more.
I don't want to call it a comeback console. I don't, but I mean I wanted something for them to like step in the game and be like, hey guys, look, we're not gonna do this every time, but we're still here.
Right.
Same thing I think about Sega though too.
Yeah.
Like I know they just make game. I know they just make games now. I know they've shut down their whole like hardware department fucking decades ago, whatever. I know, but there's a little piece. There's a little piece of my little kid's soul that just hopes that one day I'm sitting here, even when I'm like 85 years old, and all of a sudden I see the little Sega logo go across the thing. And it's like, we're coming out with, the Sega, whatever they're going to call it, and knock people on our, like, that would be the shit. Like, I don't think they, and maybe they do realize this, they just don't have, like, the funds or the concept for it. But I don't know if they realize the nostalgia that's going on in the world right now, that if they launched a console, I think, like, everybody would run to the store and buy it.
Well, especially the millennial generation, because that's all we have. Because you've destroyed everything from our childhood already, especially with all these reboots and revamps and whatnot. I mean, hell, they've killed most of our childhood cartoons. with newer, more woke versions and whatnot. I mean, all we millennials have is our nostalgia. So if Sega were to come out with a system, regardless, even if it was at a level not as good as the other ones, I think most millennials would be like, Sega's got a new system, we're getting it now. Let's go. I mean,
Yep.
dude, I mean, I still remember when Mortal Kombat first came out on that Sega. I still got the blood code memorized. ABACABB, motherfucker. It's there's so many iconics, and I mean, how many iconic game series started on Sega that are no longer on Sega now? I mean,
Sonic. I mean, Sonic is like, listen, Sonic is the like up, down, left, right, hold A, press start. Okay, first off, and then Sonic 2 was 1965 917 in the sound test code. Okay, in the sound test screen. Listen, if they partnered with Nintendo and not even all of them, but some of like the old like Sega, stuff back, like for a generational console or something, like they just fucking knock that crap out of the park.
Right.
People would go buy that mess. You come out with something like Echo the Dolphin and Star Ocean and Sonic and
the original
and
Star
some of that
Ocean.
other mess.
Because
you come out with some of these iconic games on one of those systems,
Earthworm Jim.
People will flip out and go buy that.
Absolutely,
they will do it.
Since you brought up Star Ocean, I'm gonna be the guy that says it. The newer Star Oceans are hot garbage compared to the old ones. Like it's not even a comparison, man. I remember hours and hours and hours in Star Ocean, and then I've played some of the newer ones, giving them a chance, and I'm like, dude, this is blocky, laggy garbage. And then even once you get into it, they make it so complicated and so fucking convoluted. It's like, I don't even want to play this game no more. It's
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm having serious hesitations. I have not, and because it's happening now, right? So the new Final Fantasy, the remake came out, and that's like episode 1 of the 3 parts that's supposed to be all of the. Okay, I haven't played it yet.
I have.
Rebirth comes out like this week or something. I haven't. No. It's out for consoles. It's coming out for PC.
PC. Okay.
And I haven't played it yet. And there's a Steam package available where you get both of them for like $70 or something.
That's
I was really thinking about getting it. But then at the same time, I took a step back and I was like, do I want to be disappointed?
All right. So let me clarify with you, because look, anybody who knows me and my gaming, I eat, sleep, and breathe Final Fantasy VII. It has been my #1 game of all time for the longest time.
No. I'm and that's my problem. I've replayed Final Fantasy VII. I don't know how many times.
All right, so
in my life,
so it's a remake, so it's not exactly the same. Okay. There are changes, there are differences, and they even cover that. They even touch on that in the remake game, where what they've done is that they've embraced the whole multiverse theory, okay, where you have multiple different timelines, and they even embrace that in the game, and they even touch on it saying, this could have gone this many ways. We're giving the forces at B are giving you a chance to change it. And they even did flashbacks of Aerith getting stabbed and whatnot, basically preluding to you may be able to save her. Okay. Gameplay wise, they gave you 2 options. You can go with the newer, action mode, or you can still stay in the original turn-based. So, and I played
which
both.
Would be my decision, because I'm a turn-based motherfucker. I like that turn-based action.
I've played it a playthrough on both ways, and either way you play it, Deke, Final Fantasy Remake is not only visually stunning, the way they have changed things, they've made it a little bit more fluid, and you know, and you still have all of the customizations and whatnot, but they've even improved upon that, where they've given each character. So you know, in the older ones, when you equipped a new weapon, you know, you'd get certain stats that weren't shown, like the hidden stats and whatnot. Well, in the remake, when you equip a new weapon and you earn skill points, you get to unlock different skills and abilities per that weapon. And then when you master that weapon, those skills are then retained onto the next weapon. So they give you a little bit more customization. Like you can make Cloud if you want. You can make Cloud a complete and total physical sword wielding badass, hardly any magic, or you can make him the sword mage where he's mix and matching, or you can just bring him straight into the spell casting role. Which let me tell you, Cloud as a fucking sorcerer is a terrifying thing to behold. Okay, I what was I was not disappointed. Did I feel that it could have been more or could have touched more on my childhood? Absolutely. But for a remake, this is one of the times where a remake or a reboot did not disappoint me. I have yet to do the rebirth, so I can't comment on.
So maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check it out after. So I might go ahead and buy it since it's on that special and I get both of them.
Do it.
And then because they're saying like the third one's not going to be out for another like 3 years. So I might go ahead and do that and then play it after the semester's over when I'm not neck deep in classes.
Yeah, for sure. And I already did a walkthrough. I did take a hiatus of it because I started it. I started the playthrough last winter, and then I took my hiatus from June until August, away from gaming. I actually finished my walkthrough on Final Fantasy. I think that was back at the end of September. And I didn't even go through into all of trying to find. I didn't even go into trying to find all of the secret hidden stuff and do all of that stuff. I did a generalized story walkthrough, and just for the streaming purposes, since Remake's been out for a while, I wasn't trying to fall into that train and do a walkthrough on a game that's already had thousands and thousands of walkthroughs done on it. I'll do that in my own time. Speaking of which, I actually just downloaded Crisis Core Reunion just so I have all of the Final Fantasies that are on PS5 on my console right now. I actually just started Crisis Core Reunion today. A buddy of mine.
That makes me want to go dig through my nonsense that I don't want to dig through and find my PSP
and bust out the old school, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
Bust out the old school Crisis Core, because that. Listen, on road trips, that was my shit back in the day.
Right.
On road trips.
Well, I remember when the original Crisis Core came out, dude, and we finally got to see Zach's side of the story. We got to hear what led into Cloud and learning where the Buster Sword came from, where it wasn't even Zach who originally had the Buster Sword, it was Angel. And you know, and seeing, and that kind of puts that whole legacy weapon, that whole like this sword has been passed down through now 2 sword masters to a third hand. And in any type of role-playing or fantasy realm, when you have that much, you know, energy going into a weapon and it being passed down like that, that now gives that backing to the Buster Sword and explains why Cloud, if we were to mention Advent Children and his battle versus Sephiroth, why Cloud was cutting through mountains of metal and stuff. You know, you have this sword that has been being imbued with all this mana and energy and whatnot throughout 3 different users. Okay, we're talking Excalibur level here at this point, you know.
Right.
And I remember the first time playing through it and then fully understanding what happened with Zach and the mantle and burden that was given to Cloud from Zach, that was never really touched on in the original games. That was, you know,
right.
Because you saw the flashbacks in the original one of Aerith talking about her boyfriend and whatnot and everything, and you saw the little flashbacks of Zach with the sword, and you're wondering what the fuck. But now with Crisis Core, now we get it all filled in. and
Mhm.
that was a great stepping stone. And
Yep.
I can't wait to keep going through this. But with Rebirth, I had a buddy of mine who's already completed the playthrough, and he's like me, Final Fantasy all the way. He actually called me and said, "Corv, I know you are one of the only few people. Come help me beat freaking these chocobo races. Come help me in this goddamn casino, you know, and everything else." And for this dude to reach out to me, that just shows me, I was like, okay, they skipped the fun loving, you know, because anybody who played the original Final Fantasy, when you got Kate Sif and you're in the casino and you're doing this, it was
Right.
more about fun. Yeah, the chocobo races
Yeah.
could be a little tedious and a little nerve wracking, but the fact that they made it difficult but still yet enjoyable, that struck me, and I'm like, all right, now you
So
have my
how
attention.
how many hours would you say the remake was?
My playthrough was, and that, like I said, I just followed story. I didn't try to do all of the extra shit and whatnot. My playthrough was like 54 hours, give or take. So it was decent, and if I were to actually go back and think about it, that's pretty much on point. Because I think the first time I completed Final Fantasy VII, the first time, I think I completed it at like a total of like 170 hours. So I mean, that's
I was
kind of
just getting ready to say I know it was over 150 when I did my last FF7 walkthrough, but I mean as an adult, that's not the same as when you're a kid, right? Because when you're a kid, that 170 plus hours is a month. When you're an adult, that 170 plus hours is like 3-4 months of trying to find time to play a game.
right.
So yeah, I don't know. I might jump on there. They say the little package sale is until the 5th, so I might jump on there and just snatch it and let it collect dust in my Steam bank for a little bit until I have the time to kick it out. Which I don't know. With my new, I don't know. My kid needs a new travel laptop, so I was thinking about giving her my gaming machine and going and buying a new one for myself, so I can like edit videos and stuff when like we're out, like doing stuff like this. But there's a lot of times where we'll go to the park, we'll do some stuff, we'll run around, we'll go to the pool, and then I'm chilling in a hotel room at night with nothing going on because pool's closed at 10. If I don't have anybody to drink with, I'm not going to sit at the bar until 2 a.m.
Right.
And then my kids asleep, at 10ish o'clock anyway, because contrary to what she likes to believe, she is not up all the time when she's running around the park. Like if she spent the whole day at the amusement park, she's passed out by 10, right?
Yeah.
So there's a good like 2-3 hour window where I'm just chilling in the hotel room alone sometimes.
Yep.
Just either watching a show or looking at something online, because my homework's usually done. So yeah, like I might have to grab that and throw it on a gaming laptop and see what's up.
Major, what do you mean? What the hell? I thought I talked to you about this. Major, as you see, this is my dude, Bearded Nomad. Major Deke is the one that I've been doing the Monster Hunter with that I was telling you about. Major, I mean, this is through what, VOD Ninja? I mean, have we figured out if we can bring people in to the
Yeah.
stream?
Yeah, all you gotta do is shoot them that join link.
Okay. Major, if you got a camera and you want to jump in and speak some peace, cool. But I mean, if not, just feel free to chill and chime in, and then me and you can get some gaming in after our stream is done here. Take your pick. If you want to jump in and throw some stuff with us, you're more than welcome. And that goes to anybody who has anything positive to contribute to our stream. If you feel you want to chime in and you got got a camera or at least a microphone that we can at least hear you, let me know, or let Nomad know, and one of us can shoot you the link, and so you can jump in with us. Major.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier, absolutely. But Major, Thursdays and Sundays, this is what me and Nomad have planned. These are our 2 for sure days, and then maybe if we get another day at some point in time, we may do a surprise one. But we're definitely Thursdays and Sundays are our 2 main days.
Yeah, and then when I come up to Ohio to visit and stuff, obviously we'll switch it up and throw some other days on there. But like these are the scheduled days.
Yeah, so. These are the scheduled days, and speaking of that, when Nomad here comes back up to visit, there's going to be a lot of we're going to get the GoPros. We're going to be doing some other stuff because Major, the thing is that this isn't even just being streamed on Twitch. This is also going on our YouTubes. And also before the end of the stream, Deke, make sure to remind me so I can throw the Junk Drawer channel link into Twitch for everybody. That's the truth is we're that's going to be our dual channel where me and Deke are both going to be posting stuff into, and we both have our own separate YouTube channels and Twitch stuff as well. So we Final Fantasy Remake, we talked that Crisis Core, and
what about the we were talking we were messaging back and forth the other day. What's that new game that's coming out that you were talking about? I would go back to our messages, but I'm on my phone and I can't do it.
Hold on. Was it on Discord or was it on Facebook?
I don't remember. It was a.
Is it the new Square Enix one I was telling you about?
Yeah. That's what made me think of it, as we were just talking about. Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, I got you on 2 different screens, Deke.
Oh yeah, look at me.
Yep. Deke apparently thinks he's awesome and needs 2 screens.
Well, that's weird. I pulled up my laptop to check my stuff, and remember I told you my laptop wasn't working, and now it's working.
Well, your laptop is definitely lagged behind and less resolution. So I mean, whatever you want to do there. But that new Square Enix game that I've been jamming on is called Forspoken. I haven't gotten much back into it recently. But for the I think 3 or 4 hours that I played so far, it is, man, the storyline seems cool as hell. But what really caught me with this game, Deke, is the cinematic cutscenes. I mean, we're talking Advent Children level or above. I mean, it is this.
What was? Can you say the name of it one more time?
Forspoken. Forspoken.
I just wanted to look it up real quick.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's like brand new. It might be 2023, early 2024. But it's on the PlayStation.
Early 2023. Okay.
It was on the game catalog. But bro, it is a great game. It is not turn-based. It is action RPG. But I have enjoyed the hell out of it so far. I have everything that I've seen of it is good, and I've only barely scratched the surface.
Oh man, this looks so good.
Oh, dude, it is. It really is. It is.
Rated M for that violence, bro.
Oh, bro, let me tell you.
Rated M for that violence.
Let me tell you, one of the first big boss battles you go against is some corrupted like dragon thing, and let me tell you, it one of the cutscenes, it jacks you straight into a wall and blood out the mouth. It is a lot of violence. I'm not gonna lie. It is basically.
Oh shit! It's got downloading the demo right now.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, check it out. It's
because it's on Steam. I've never heard of this game before, so I gotta check it out because it says it's on Steam. I'm gonna go ahead and download this demo and get addicted, because that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yep. And of course it's Square Enix, and in my opinion, besides Bethesda, Square Enix is the top tier when it comes to RPGs. Anybody who wants to argue that, I will gladly point at all statistics of RPGs that Square Enix has versus anybody else, and we'll see who's on top there.
Yeah.
But no, definitely for those out, if you're on PlayStation, it is on the game catalog. I definitely highly recommend. And as Nomad just pointed out, it is on Steam.
It is on Steam.
100% Mastigos 13 approved. Absolutely.
Okay, I got to show you. I'm going to try. Okay, to show you this little builder. All right, that's on here. If this
wants to cooperate.
If this thing lets me. Yeah, if it cooperates, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it does. But there's this builder that I saw on Steam, and it's not going to let me do that. Well, maybe it will. Hold on. You're gonna see two of me again real quick. But hold on. Let me fix it. Disable video. Mute me. Now you should only hear one of me. Okay, cool. Now it will allow me to share. Window, Steam, share.
Yep, it's coming up.
Bam. Okay. Look at the so this looks it's like 2019, so like it's old. People have probably already played it or whatever. But this popped up the other day and said that it was free. Like for the next 3 days or something. So I'm gonna jump on this like while I've got downtime at the hotel. But it's just like a little builder. You build shit, and then you get ravaged by people. Like they destroy you. It's fantastic. It looks like it's gonna be amazing. They kill everyone, and I like that. I like games that they kill everyone.
Right.
That's my shit. That's my shit. But also I'm gonna start playing this as well again because I haven't played it in forever. This roller coaster tycoon nonsense. Because I am nothing if not a theme park whore, and I go to all of these shizzes. So I will definitely go in here and create some ridiculous theme park nonsense and then kill everyone because that's what I like to do.
Oh, dude, that was my favorite part about the first time it came out is making the roller coaster that had no end and it just launched people up. You even got an achievement the first time you did it.
I will make the most glorious park, let all kinds of people in, and then like delete the end of a roller coaster. Like
and just watch people just die.
Like nobody's business. Just watch them all just gone.
See, around that time is when Black and White and everything came out too. See, Black and White was my jam. Because
I loved Black and White. I loved it so much.
Praise me, minions. Oh, you're not doing what I want. Into the volcano.
This is not it. No, this is not it.
That is definitely not it. Maybe it wasn't black and white. Maybe it was black, white.
Maybe. But it should... Maybe it was black. No, that's the same stuff. What? What the heck? Oh, well, maybe it's just on Steam, and that's the problem. All right. We'll have to do some research because I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna have to find Black and White because that was I used to love that mess so much. Just walk over and pick somebody up and drop them in the altar and watch them die and watch my strength go through the roof. Like that was awesome.
Sorry, responding to messages.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yes.
Let's see.
Showcase it, Mickey. Showcase it for the masses. For those of you that may be too young to remember this.
Feral Interactive. Black and White is a God video game developed by Lionhead Studios.
Yes, Lionhead.
In 2002. 2002, bro.
Dude, 23 years ago. Dude, I was 16, 17. I just got my license. Wow.
There we go. Look at that.
For
those graphics are horrible.
Oh, god awful trash, but the game was fun as fuck. So for those that don't know, in Black and White, you got to choose a deity idol, which they're right there in the one picture you can see, and you are literally a deity, and you start a civilization, and you through them worshiping you, you can gain more powers to do more stuff, and you can either advance them, or if your people started jerking off and not doing what they were supposed to, you could smite them, throw them into a volcano. I mean, dude, it was glorious. What you have: the cow, the lion, the wolf, and the monkey, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think hold on.
There you go. Since you brought
there we go.
Since it was just
there we go. I think this is it.
Quick caveat, since it came up on his screen from Riot Games, Smite 2 is out and up and running. For those of my Smite fans out there, I have it downloaded, so anybody who wants to jam on that, make sure you hit me up. But yes. Oh, man. Oh, you want to talk about the nostalgia hit right now, dude? The serotonin and dopamine is flowing.
Dude, I've got to go download this mess. I've got to, because this is insanity. I love this so much.
They need to do a remake of this. They need to revamp this, new graphics.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Look
at that. The destruction. The utter just.
You pissed off your deity. Now I'm gonna make this volcano erupt. And you also have the angel and the devil telling you, this is a good idea, this is a bad idea. Dude, this game, hours and hours of fun.
Hours of fun, dude.
And this also preluded the Overlord game series, which actually I think was done by Lionhead, if I'm not mistaken. Which was more D&D based. I'm the evil summoner wizard, and I'm gonna have goblins do all of my bidding. But it was still, dude. Those type of games, man. We haven't had anything like it in a long time, and
we haven't. I need to find it. It's not, obviously it's not on Steam. It might be somewhere. I guess it's an EA game, so I might be able to go on the EA website and find it and download it. But that's definitely going to get a playthrough, because I remember, I don't remember it taking long to get through that game. What, like 2 hours maybe or something? But I mean, it was replayable.
Well, it depended. I believe you had like 3 or 4 different island scenarios. You had the small island, and it just depended on which one you chose. The biggest one, I remember, I think the longest playthrough I had on it was like 6 hours, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But that was a bigger map that you had to control. So, but yeah, no.
But yeah, I haven't played that game in so long.
Yeah, great nostalgia hit there, dude, for sure.
That's that.
But
that's that. Not exactly childhood, because we were teenagers. We were just becoming adults when that came out. But
yeah, late stage teenagers.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Yeah. That's definitely the nostalgia hit that you need sometimes.
For sure. But always to those that are watching, those that have jumped in the chats and everything, if there's any specific topic, subject, game, whatever that you want me and Nomad to cover, please make sure you guys reach out to us. Make sure you guys hit us up, because as content creators, we are only as good as what we can do for you our base. Our job.
And if you're on my chat, I can't see anything, so
Yeah.
sorry. Same goes for you.
Yeah. Right now I can only see my chats. When Deke's at home and has his stuff up, he can see it too. But right now he's doing it off his phone because his laptop was not wanting to cooperate early on. But we are only as good as you guys basically allow us or make us. If we're not entertaining you, if we're not putting out the stuff that you want, then we're failing at what we're doing. So definitely, we are always open to ideas, and we are definitely always open to bring people into the chats and have discussions and whatnot. There was something else. Hold on, there was something else I wanted to cover tonight. I want to make sure I.
You want to talk about something else specific? Is it serious or?
I'm not sure. I think I made a note of it. Give me a sec. I'm looking right now.
I mean, it shouldn't be serious, because if it's serious, it's not for me.
No, not like serious. Apparently I didn't, so therefore it must not be that important.
Must not be that important, he says.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. As we covered the last time me and Nomad are on, in the upcoming weeks, we are going to be doing a, whether it be a couple mini series or whatever, but I do want to touch basis on this because I was talking with it about somebody else, and now it just triggered. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get back into this Dune talk because I actually.
Okay.
Okay, so we all know what Dune is, especially those of us in the early, even starting back at the original one done in the late 70s with, with Sting playing, Fade Ralpha, and Sir Patrick Stewart being Gurney Man. You had some really good all-time actors in that, but it was early on in their careers, and I love Dune. I love everything about that book series, but that first movie, let's be real here, was absolute total trash. It really was. I mean,
it was B-rate garbage, but it's B-rate garbage that I can still watch all the time.
That makes a point. But then
it was supposed to be such a serious movie, and it's Spaceballs. like no joke, it was supposed to be like this serious, down, 100% down to the book movie, and you watch this thing and you think they're trying to make a parody, and they're not.
Yeah.
And it's still good, it's still watchable. It's just you watch this movie and you're like,
the teenager.
Y'all knew that this was bad when you released it, right? Yeah, okay, cool.
Everyone, and you'll be seeing more of him in the later weeks, especially when me and Deke start doing stuff with the kids involved. This is the teenager. This is Trent. Trent, that's my buddy.
Yeah,
Deke.
I'm a shoot him with a paintball gun.
Deke says he's gonna shoot you with a paintball gun.
See, we have that on recording now, so when I do it, you can't get mad. You thumbs up it, buddy.
Yeah. But that's the other thing. Me and Deke both dad gamers, and he's already got his kid involved in a lot of his stuff, and I'm gonna be getting Trent involved in a lot of stuff. We actually, when Deke comes up, we actually have a few ideas that we're gonna do with the kids. Of course, I think we'll try to at least watch our mouths a little bit more, try to make it a little bit more family oriented, maybe. But I'm former Navy, and Deke's a degenerate, and I'm a degenerate. So I mean, I mean the mouth is what it is.
And to be clear, my kid's the one that started all this nonsense, because all I heard was, Dad, we should do live videos. Dad, we should do YouTubes. Hey, Dad, I think we should do. And now that's what it is. Like, she's trying to get me to go to haunted houses with her and paranormal crap with her, and she is ridiculous with me because I'm such a skeptic about like the paranormal stuff. Like, not that I don't believe in it, but just that, like, you're not gonna walk through this high school and see a ghost and take a picture of them. Like, I'm that person, right?
Yeah.
So she is dead set on, she wants to go to the Ohio Reformatory, she wants to go to the West Virginia Penitentiary, she wants to go to St. Augustine and do that stuff up there. There's one in North Carolina that she was looking at, and she sent me the stuff. She's like, Dad, we're doing this. She was like, it's 13 plus, but I need an adult, and you're my adult, so we're doing it. So, like, that's where all this basically
You're
started.
my adult. You're not just dad, you're my adult. You're going to go with this whether you like it or not.
So it's gonna happen. Like, like she's got this whole plan where like she wants to microwave like just random ass crap that we're gonna do. She wants to do like the paintball thing. So I mentioned paintball, and she looked at me like, "Can we wear the GoPros when I shoot you with a paintball gun?" Okay.
She does
So
understand
it's coming.
that paintball involves, okay, if you're going to shoot me with a paintball gun, understand that you're going to get shot with a paintball gun back, right?
She knows she's getting shot with a paintball gun.
All right, sweet.
She knows. She knows.
She knows.
Mhm.
Now, well, that's like,
we had this whole look. We had this whole conversation about it because I was like, you know, paintball's hurt, right? I was like, don't get me wrong, you're gonna have a face mask and you know, you're gonna have pants on and stuff like that. I'm like, but I just want to let you. And she looked at me and she goes, can't be that bad.
look,
I got you.
I'm going to message my dude Mosier from a few years back for his birthday. We did paintball for his birthday. A whole bunch of grown men run out in the woods and whatnot. And then he decided after some drinkies that he's going to be a tough guy, removed his shirt and said, I want all of you guys to light me up. I'm going to get the pictures. Bro, I felt so bad. I really did. But at the same time, fuck around and find out. You know, you don't. Generally, when you say hold my beer and watch this, generally what comes after the hold my beer and watch this is entertaining for everybody else, but not so much for you.
So did you see that Kai? I don't know if you watch Kai on Twitch or not, but he did that. I think maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago or something, like on one of his things. He let somebody shoot him. I think shoot him in the ass with a paintball gun.
It's a terrible idea.
I mean, it's a terrible idea. I mean, I've been shot, I don't want to say dead center, but, you know, probably, you know, from the couch to the TV, I've been shot in the chest with a paintball gun. That shit hurts.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no. Well, the last time we played out in the woods, dude, I barely got a glancing blow on my side, and I had a 50-cent piece freaking welt bruise for like a week, you know, and you know, it's all for anybody who does paintball. You guys know it's always better to play in the hot times because the paintballs break easier, and you know there's less of that impact. We weren't as smart, and it was still early spring when we did it, and it was kind of chilly, and that just makes it hurt that much more. You know,
we used to go to that place. I think it's out in Elkton or Rogers area
down
that had like
War in the Woods.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they had like the school buses set up and all that stuff. But like they started booking appointments like way before spring started. So there were always people like, hey, let's go paintball, and hey, let's go paintball, and you're not thinking about it, and you go out there to go paintball, and you're getting shot, and the paintballs aren't even breaking. Like they're hitting against you, and they're rolling on the ground. And you're like, all right, well, I got some more ammo, you know, throw this thing in my thing, but you got a welt. Like you're wearing like I remember we wore, you know, full camo sometimes out there running around in the woods, and I've got a big welt on my arm. Like, what the?
Bro, I got to the point that I started wearing jerseys, and I went and bought a cheaper plastic chest piece for, you know, like motorcycle riding and stuff that I would wear underneath of it. I mean, my arms and my sides and my legs were still fully exposed, but dude, I would be damned if I was getting shot dead center in the chest like that, dude. Just no way. Somebody, you can call me a bitch all you want, dude. Pain sucks, and I ain't trying to do it all the damn time. You know,
when I was listen, when we were 16 to early 20s, okay, fine. 40 years old? No, man.
No,
I'm not
dude.
doing it.
No, I'm old and broken now, dude. I can't do it. Like I don't want to
Well,
be
my
like
kid-
40 years.
My kid and I were outside working on the deck over the summer. Something wasn't stable. Like we were pushing the deck boards together.
Yeah.
One of them came back, slapped me. No, it was this arm. Slapped me in this arm. That thing was bruised for like 2 weeks, bro. Like no joke, like 2 weeks. It was just, and she was like, "Dad, are you okay? Do you need to go to a doctor?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. It'll go away eventually. This is what happens when you're old."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man.
You
I
don't
couldn't imagine being the age that we are now and somebody shooting me in the chest with a paintball at damn near point blank range again.
No,
like
that
I
gets
would
you punched
be
in the face. That's what happens.
Like,
I
I'd
would
be-
punch you in the face if you were that close to being shot with a paintball.
I couldn't imagine, honestly.
Right? Maybe,
Like, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't deal with it, right? Like I've dealt with worse stuff as, you know, an adult.
yeah.
But I'd be pissed and you better be running.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Hell no, dude. You know.
Unless we were drinking a little bit and I specifically said, "Hey,
Drunk are we?
film this and let's get some views," that's different.
Yeah.
That's completely different. But
So I learned recently because after the series breakup, I kind of had a short-term relationship with a woman who was 10 years younger than me. And she's still at that age of wanting to go out to the bars all the time, drink and whatnot. Dude, try to go drink with somebody 10 years younger than yourself and try to hang all night. Bro, let me tell you, 3 separate times I woke up and I wanted to die.
so I can't say whether or not that would work or not for me, honestly, because other people that I go out with can't hang with me now. So
Well, I mean, I can still hold my booze and I'm still pretty good about it. But man, like I remember, being able to pound an Alka-Seltzer, chug a Gatorade, and I was good the next day, right? Dude, a hangover at 40 is a whole different monster. Like that last time I got we actually had oh God, who was it? We had a big name band come here and play. Did we lose you, Nomad? I think we lost you. Oh, there he is. I don't know what just happened there.
Sorry, man. Someone tried to call me.
Oh,
Somebody tried to call me.
But I forget which band it was. We had a real big name band come here and play in New Waterford, Ohio, over the summer. And me and the ex-girlfriend Becky at the time, we got hammered at this show. And let me tell you, that next day, after an entire night of drinking and partying and jumping around like I was a teenager again, dude, I didn't get off the couch for like 36 hours. I was done. Like, I was just like, I remember thinking to myself, how did I do this back in the day? How did I? And then you really go back and think, man, we were lucky to get out of our teenager years alive. Like, I can honestly go back and think of some of the dumb shit that me and Nomad's friends used to do when we were younger, and the amount of alcohol that was drank and the amount of dumb shit we used to do. And now that as an adult, a little bit more wise, a little bit more intelligent, looking back and going, bro, y'all could have died. Like y'all literally could have died.
Yeah, shit is, dude. But I don't know. I think it's a little different with me now, though, right? Because I've got so many people that want to come out and do, the theme park shenanigans. Like, you come down here when me and my sister Kimberly, the one that was just down here. You come down here when we go to a Mardi Gras night. A Mardi Gras night at the parks. You might not keep up. We pound drinks from probably noon to 9 p.m. We are getting it in.
So what you're saying is if I decide to come down for Mardi Gras, that I better start prepping now.
Yeah, because let me tell you, this Scotch Irish don't play. It is like, oh, you haven't drank in a month. You should be a cheap date tonight. No,
Well, see,
no.
you know that I can still hold my booze for throughout the night. Like I can hang. It's the next day that fucks me up. It's the next day that
Yeah.
fucking just rocks my face. Like
So the next day I'm usually fine. My problem is when I'm drinking, I eat. And
hydrate.
that's what messes me up now, right? Like when I was bigger, when I was 80 pounds heavier, it wasn't a problem. Now that I lost that weight, like I'll wake up the next morning and I'm not hungover, my stomach hurts. Like
Yeah.
I've eaten too much food. Like why did you do this to yourself? And I'm planning what I'm doing. Like if I drank my face off on a Friday, like Sunday, I'm planning my 10-mile run, and I'm not going to feel, my stomach's not going to feel better until Monday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, see, my big concern now is that it is the heartburn, the acid reflux that happens afterwards. Like this past summer with the younger girlfriend, I was still able to hang, man, but I would hit a point. Like when it comes to drinking beers, I can drink beers all day long. It's when we get into the mixed drinks and you start getting that sugar mixed in with that mixed drink.
See,
it kills me.
I'm the complete opposite. I don't drink beer. It's too filling. It sits on my stomach. I don't like it. All I do is mix drinks. That's all I do is mix drinks. And like some people, like my sister, she drinks beer. Like Christian, he drinks beer. They're just like, how do you just pound drinks all night? I'm like, dude, this is nothing to me. Like I drink. I have a friend of mine from Ireland. She says the same thing. Like we went out, we were at Temple Bar one night, and I'm just sitting there drinking beers, and she's looking at me and she's like, "D, how do Americans drink like this?" And I'm like, I don't know. This is just what I do.
This is
I don't drink beer. I just drink. I drink this. This is what I drink.
Yeah. Now see, if I start off on the mixed drinks, then I have to stay mixed drinks. I can't. I can't do the mix like that. Back in the day, I mean, I'm sure you can count on on both hands how many times you've seen me beer in one hand, rum and coke in the other, not giving two fucks. Now, if I drink a beer and then switch to a mixed drink, dude, it's a bad day. Like my stomach is not having it at all. But I actually earlier on this evening, I was talking with a friend. Their birthday's coming up, and they want to go out and stuff. And I'm like, oh right, blah blah. They're like, and they're talking like, we'll get some beers and some mixed drinks and whatnot. And I had to stop them right there. I was like, look, it's either beer or mixed drinks. I'm not doing both. So if I start off drinking beer and you go to hand me a shot and I tell you no, just understand that's what it is. So either we start with mixed drinks and liquor, or we start with beer, and that's what we're doing the entire time, or at least me. I don't care what anybody else does. I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody else what to do, especially on their birthday. But I can't mix and match anymore. It's just not. And
I don't even try. Everybody knows I'm not drinking beer with them. I'll drink whatever else. I'm not drinking beer. And when I went through that big weight loss thing though, I didn't imagine that this would be my thing, but I was drinking those Truly seltzer things like all the time because it was easier for me to track. Like because one of those is 90 calories, right? So I could pound those coconut or pineapple Trulies like
water
all night while I was drinking. Yeah, well, yeah, like water, like while I was drinking with my sister and stuff. But I knew how much I had. Like I could track. Like I had 600 calories tonight because I had 6 of those fuckers. You know what I mean? Like I knew, how much I had and what I was doing. So it was just easier to track. So I wasn't drinking, mixed drinks or, especially not beer or any of that for what, 8 months, I think.
Yeah, but
no, almost 8 months, because the only time we did some serious drinking was Mardi Gras, because I had to get my spicy Bloody Mary. Because so not last year, but the year before that, the spicy Bloody Mary had 2 giant jumbo shrimp as the garnish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this past year, it had with the giant pickle and other stuff, it had a full like spicy chicken Sammy slider on it as the garnish.
Oh, bro, you're getting lunch with your drink. Let's go. Let's
Dude,
go.
I was killing those things. Dude, I was killing them.
And this might fuck you up, me being the Dago, but dude, I don't like Bloody Marys. I'm very particular about my tomato stuff.
I drink the shit out of Bloody Mary.
Well, I don't like cold tomato stuff. The only time I like cold tomato stuff if it's a thick cut tomato on like an awesome deli sandwich or something. But if it tomato,
I don't even do tomatoes like that. I do tomatoes diced and then like salsa or in my Bloody Mary. That's pretty much it.
Nah, man, marinara sauce, fucking pizza sauce, like tomato soup. I love tomato soup with grilled cheese.
I commit blasphemy because I do barbecue chicken pizza with barbecue sauce.
Oh, barbecue chicken
instead of marinara. I do I take tomatoes off of everything, and I never do marinara. Like when I get garlic knots and garlic bread and stuff like that, it's like spicy ranch or something like that, and I dip that shit in it.
Why the hate on the marinara?
I don't. It's not my thing.
See that?
I don't even eat spaghetti like that, bro. Like when I get my spaghetti, it has to be separated. Like my noodles are like garlic Parmesan noodles, and then somebody else can have the sauce, and then I get like the meatballs out of the sauce, but don't drench my spaghetti in that fucking sauce. Don't do it, because I won't eat that shit.
See, that's that Scotch potato speaking right now. That's what that is.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Don't care what it is.
So, since we were touching base on when you get up here, we know we're gonna do with the kids some paranormal stuff. But as far as the adult stuff, I already have been looking, and there are 7 breweries within a 30-mile radius of the house. And even if we wanted to go further, we could go into Cleveland and Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh has the Penn Church Brewery, which is the oldest brewery in Pennsylvania next to Yuengling. And they have a beer that it's their triple. This beer is 27% alcohol. And it tastes like liquid awesome. And then
I'll definitely try it. Yeah.
But they also have a 4-star restaurant inside the brewery too.
Oh.
The last time I was there, I was with my dude Sarge, and we went there. Not only did we get hammered in the brewery, but I got a rack of fucking lamb with the mint fucking what is it, mint julep jelly, whatever that came with it and whatnot.
Okay, mint julep, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, it was just awesome. It was so good. Not to mention downtown Pittsburgh's always a riot, especially if you see a bunch of the Pittsburgh hillbillies out there for the Steelers or the Pirates games or whatnot.
Yeah, so I like going down to Pittsburgh. I didn't the last 2 times I went because I was with people that didn't want to stay downtown. But I try to get a room when I go down there because I'm not trying to drive back from any. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to.
No. DUIs are fucking expensive and stupid.
Yeah.
But if we want to go towards Cleveland, you have Fathead Brewery, you have Great Lakes Brewery, and there's another one up that way. Not to mention, we could also even possibly look at Geneva on the lake.
Okay, yeah, I like Geneva.
Geneva has the bar crawl, and
I was just getting ready to say I think they have a bar crawl, but I think the one bar crawl that they have is pretty long. If I'm thinking of the one that I went up there last time.
It comes in 3 sections. You can do the small one, the medium one, or the full bar crawl. And the full bar crawl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the full.
When I went up there, and that was me, Gerdance, Jesse, Missy, Jesse Wentz, and some other people. I think Donnie Hahn came up for it and whatnot. We did the big one for my 25th birthday. And let me tell you, that was rough. That was extremely rough because I think it's like 24 stops, and you have to get at least, I think it's 1 or 2 drinks at every one.
Okay.
So
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Yeah.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like we're pulling up the live stream and we're doing
GoProing
the
it
challenge,
up and we're doing it.
and we're going. So make sure you got your portable charger, and we're going at it.
Yep.
That's what sounds like. That's what sounds like to me.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because I know alcohol is a little different, but that's the way I live my food life.
Right?
That's why I got to jog 10 miles all the time because I eat so much damn food.
Well, that's the other thing is I've also been looking up at a local area for food challenges. Okay.
Oh, I've got a list of some up there that we could definitely hit.
Okay, so I want to stay away. If we're gonna do food challenges, I want to stay away from the more mainstream stuff. Like, I don't think we need to go to fucking Quaker Steak and do the atomics. That's.
I'm gonna put an asterisk on that because Randa wants to do that.
Okay.
And even though we've done it when we were younger, like she's the younger one, she's never done it, and I'm not gonna let her do it alone. So I'm obviously that's on my list because she wants to do it.
Well, see, you're saying that, and I know my son has adopted my love for spice too, and I'm pretty sure if we said we're gonna go do a spicy wing challenge, he would be down, and I can't. If I let him do it and I didn't do it, bro, the amount of shit talking that my teenager would be doing, it would be bad.
Exactly.
But
no, I'm well aware. I'm well aware how that goes.
But definitely want to do a couple of different things like that, the paranormal and whatnot, and a couple of food challenges. But I wanted to touch base because we are going to do some stuff with the kids, but I definitely wanted to plan something that was just adult stuff because we're going to be acting a certain way while we have the kids, and then the rest of our viewers who are adults are going to be, okay, that's cool, that's wholesome and whatnot, but we want Nomad and Mastigos in their prime here. We want to see them in pure revelry mode. So I definitely.
I was out with the kiddo the other day, and this is how ridiculous I am with it, right? I was out with kiddo the other day, and we were doing something, all right, in Greenville. We had just gotten sushi. We had went out to the store. We were doing something. She had come and asked me for, about something. This chick walks up to me and starts talking about, oh, I saw you with your daughter. You're so, sweet, blah, blah, all that stuff. And I just kind of looked at her and I was like, hey, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm with my daughter. Like, obviously, she was hitting on me. But, like, the minute I said that, she just gave me the dirtiest ass look. And I was like, and my kid's looking at me like, Dad. I was like, what? Don't come hitting on me while I'm out with my kid. No, get out of here.
Yeah,
no.
When I first got custody of Trent when he was like 3 years old, I remember the first time I took him into the park at Columbia. Dude, I was there to spend time with my kid. And I may have made jokes about it and whatnot, but dude, seriously, there's like desperate housewives, bro, just came up to me and was just hitting them. Oh, your son's so cute. You're such a good dad. And then start getting all sweet. And I'm just looking at him like, I'm here with my kid, and I'm trying to set a good example for my kid. So, as much as part of my male anatomy wants to smash, I ain't all about it right now. You want to come at me when it's just me and you want to talk about something cool, but don't be doing that in front of my kid.
Yeah. Not while my kid's here, please. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Respect a little bit. But there's definitely that. But going back to Doom, we kind of got sidetracked there.
Well, hold on. Let's save the Doom conversation because I've got my kid. Speaking of my kid,
You just can't hear you. There you go. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. So I've got my kid calling me and it keeps interrupting the video.
Yeah.
So I got to go up and check on her anyway, and my headset's dying.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it, and we'll table the Dune, and we'll discuss it on Sunday.
All right, cool. You go ahead and bounce out. I'm gonna do my finish spiel for the masses here, and then I'll log off as well.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'll talk to you.
Yep. Later, Nomad.
All right. Later, everybody.
All right. Big shout out to Bearded Nomad for jumping in on that. So we're quick touch basis again. Look us up on YouTube, The Bearded Nomad, Master Ghost 13. You can also find our joint channel, The Junk Drawer. I don't know if a lot of the stuff has been posted in there yet. We gotta make sure to get on that. But that's gonna be where a lot of our stuff is gonna be going. But definitely keep paying attention, keep checking out. Definitely hit us up. Anything, any suggestions, any good constructive criticism, we're here for it. You know, we want to do stuff that is entertaining for y'all. We want to cover topics that y'all want to hear, so on and so forth. So please don't hesitate. Reach out to us. Let us know what y'all want, and we'll try to do it. I'm going to try to do a game stream tomorrow on just Twitch like I normally do for Fridays. Don't know what I'm going to be getting into. If Major's still watching, might be doing some stuff with Major. May do some Smite with the fellas. May even do some Apex. Don't know, but definitely going to try to do that for Friday. But definitely much love, much appreciation to you all. When I started this journey over a year ago, I thought it wasn't going to be anything. I thought it wasn't going to be nothing but, a bunch of BS. And I just started doing it for fun. And it has turned into, I'm pretty sure I'm nearing 100 subs on Twitch. And I don't know where I'm sitting at on YouTube. I got to go check that out. But please, the biggest thing for us is help us, guys. If you like what you see, if you enjoy our banter and our storytelling and the topics we're covering, dude, do us a favor. Smash that like and that subscribe. Share the link. Help us out. Help us grow. That's how this works. To any and all of my fellow content creators who this might cross your streams and whatnot, we are all about collaborations. We want to hear from the other content creators. We want to learn from each other, because that's how this community grows. That's how everybody gets bigger. That's how, people, keep moving forward is, you got to keep doing stuff. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all for who have stuck with me from day one. Big shout out to my Twitch moderator, Aaron Morris, one of my longest lifetime friends. Don't know what I'd do without you, bro. You make sure that none of these bots and spam and stuff hits my feeds. You're excellent on that ban button as soon as that stuff comes up. Again, when I started this, and quite honestly, I did it because of the ex. The ex fiance was the one who pushed me to this, and we may not be together or even speaking right now, but I'm going to give a shout out to her, to Dana. We may not have worked and whatnot, but you pushed me to do this, and I have embraced it, and I'm loving it, and I'm enjoying it, and I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you. To me, there's no bad blood and nothing but thanks and appreciation. So again, thanks y'all for tuning in, and I want to give one more big shout out to Corgi. Corgi has been my tried and true for the last month or so, or a little bit longer. Corgi, as soon as she sees that I'm online, she makes sure to jump in and say, yo, what's up? Much love, Corgi. Thank you. Much appreciation. Again, Master Ghost 13 on Twitch, on YouTube. And you can also find us on the Junk Drawer. So until we will be again live on Sunday, me and Bearded Nomad for another little talk session like this. And again, I will be online sometime tomorrow evening on Twitch. Also, if there's any games that y'all would like me to cover or talk about or even do playthroughs of, I want to hear about it. So again, much love, much appreciation.